Welcome back. So today we are finally going to get to the other side of this truck. Quite a while ago I did the upper control arm and the CV axle on the other side, and I just haven't gotten to this side. Was all prepped and ready to do it a while ago, just never quite happened. So tonight's the night. I'm at least going to get the upper control arm. The other side is the side that really needed the CV axle. The boot was all torn, and I don't know how long it was torn for. And the axle was binding up. So I got an axle for both sides. I'm going to take a look at this one, see what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. But I definitely need to do the upper control arm. The ball joints on it are just spanked, so we'll get to working on it. And we're gonna hope the CV shaft is good on this side, because it's a lot easier to loosen the bolts that hold it while the wheel is still on the ground. So here's to hoping. From what I can see here, it looks okay. Alright. Should be good for that. Move my box over. Find my screwdriver. And then, if I recall, these are a 21. Yep. Crack all these loose. And finish getting it in the air. And boy, do I love alloy wheels. Oh. If you haven't seen my TikTok about the joys of steel wheels here in Rustopia, yeah, go watch it. You'll see. All right, so Double check this CV. Boot looks fine. No tears. Does feel like it's got grease coming out though. Oh, I think it'll be fine. I think it's just left over. I'm gonna say we're just gonna focus on the upper ball, or the upper control arm tonight. Alright, so new upper control arm. And because I use these aftermarket shocks, they have a 2-inch lift, and you can see the upper arm is way down. I mean, it's touching the spring at full droop. Luckily I don't take this thing off-roading, so it's not like it needs to articulate like this all the time. So we're gonna have to push this up. So what we're gonna do, set you right there so you can hopefully see, and we're gonna stick a we'll stick a jack stand right there. I don't think I can get it up a notch, unfortunately. And then we're going to let the jack down a little bit. And what that's going to do is take some of that tension off that upper control arm. So we'll see if that gets us where I need to go, or if we need to take it down a little bit more. So let's see. All right, hopefully that doesn't move on us. We'll see. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall. Trying to get a good angle for this. So that same 21 is what we're going to use. On that nut there. So I've had this all apart fairly recently, so it's not too bad getting it apart again. We are probably going to bind up here, getting this off. So we'll go grab an adjustable wrench. Now if you're taking this off the first time, or it's been a while, this is Normally going to be a lot harder. These nuts also have like a nylon locking thread in them, so they're a pain to do the first time you take them off. I think technically you're supposed to replace them, but when I put it together this first time, I didn't. So the new one get the plastic off it here. So the new one has a new nut on it, and you can see that locking portion of it. Makes it not super fun to get on, but it makes sure it doesn't come off. So it's not a bad thing. Alright, we're back with hopefully proper tools. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one-handed. There we go. Alright, make sure you set that aside where you know where it is. And then that little guy there, I want to say it's like a 13. Yeah, 13. And it's only torqued on to like 25 pounds or 20 something. So it's easy to get off. Probably be easier with an extension, but it is what it is. We'll zip it off here. Gotta figure out this screen keep alive here. Alright. Throw that over there. So now our CV can move, and I'm not worried. We can go to town on this. So this is probably going to be a pain, and I think I will rejoin once this is separated. So stand by. Alright, so we're back. Sorry for the light. It's getting dark quick here, so I don't know how much more video I'm going to be able to get. But we got the upper ball joint separated. As you can see, this thing is spanked. It has got so much movement in it, and the bushings are spanked too. This thing should be sitting much higher than where it is right now. It should be sitting pretty much parallel with the rest of the truck. Instead it's hanging way down, so that means the bushings are whooped as well. So do have to take off the tie rod here for this to get that out. I think I'm going to be able to leave the brake caliper on. I'm hoping so, because I really don't want to take it off. There's just enough brake line there that I think I can do everything I need to do and not have to take it off. So I do have to take the strut out, because the bolts that hold those bushings on remove themselves right into where the strut sits. So 3 bolts on top, or 3 nuts I should say on top, pretty easy. They're not torqued down very much. This bolt down here for the lower strut mount, that's a whole different story. So with the fading video quality, I'm not going to make you all sit through darkness, so I will return with an update in a bit. Alright, so video might look a little different right now, taken with my phone, but status update, The old control or upper control arm out. My hopes that I wouldn't have to take everything apart dashed. So caliper off, CV fully pulled out of the knuckle and bearing, tie rod off, obviously the struts out because you can't get to the bolts without taking that out. So now I get to clean all this up. Gonna take some air to this and then a wire wheel and get everything cleaned up, make sure everything's still good and tidy looking, and then probably throw some rust preventative paint on it and then get to assembly. So we'll check back in here in a little bit. So like all good, all this will only take a little bit, maybe a couple hours at most, projects. I'm still going, and it is very dark out. This phone does a pretty good job of making it look less dark, but it is pitch black. I can't see my house right now. New upper end, new ball joint, nice and stiff. I can't move it. So all I've got left now is a little bit of, well, you can't even see it. Maybe there in the light a little bit. A little bit of grease up the bearings, get everything all lubed up, smack it back together, and I'll probably do my next update tomorrow when it's all back together, because yeah, I'm just gonna try to get this done. It's already 9 o'clock, and I'm ready to go inside, relax for a little bit. So I'll catch you in the next update. Well, 3 hours later, I'm done. Don't you love those jobs that are like, yeah, this will be like an hour and a half? No. All I had to do, upper control arm, not that bad. 3 hours. I'm done. All right.